2 miles to go, babe. Let's go, babe. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. 2 miles. 2 miles. 2 miles. 2 miles. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, babies.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
I'm waiting for her to get back in here. I can't do. I'm doing it, mama. I'm gonna do it myself. How many more hours, baby? How many more hours, baby? Don't worry, I'll still be here when you get up. How many more hours? How many more hours? 2? It's still 2 hours? It has to be 2 hours. Fuck. 2 hours, 2 more hours to go. 2 hours. 2 more hours. 2 more hours. You going to sleep? You want to sleep, baby? You want to sleep or you going to lay down? Cause after my shift, after this shower, I'm gonna take a nap. Oh shit. After this shower, I'm gonna take a nap. Baby. I'll still be in here. Still be on here. Okay, baby. Have a good nap. Have a good nap. Love you. Have a good nap. I'll still be out here and get up, baby. Baby. I'll still be out here and get up, baby. Okay. When you gonna get up, baby? So 2 hours. So 2. She's taking a nap. Over here. Right here.
Hey everybody,
it's the coach. This is the NFL 100 Game of the Week on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see a now healthy Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers as they match up with the second-year man Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm team as they get ready here. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, brushing off defenders. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. North of 100 yards, the two scores, and getting a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power, running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
When you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield and make plays in the backfield.
16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Get this one across the 45. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, have that dagger play, have that play, just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage.
Stepping up, he'll try and run.
Get down.
He's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator and what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script.
No, I never sleep. I never sleep.
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Oh, now some space that way. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. His third touchdown now on the year.
Who's it going to Will, though?
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as
Will,
a
who's it
receiver.
going to, though?
Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even
Willie
speed,
throw
they
the
use
ball.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And incomplete. Crichton. Is averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 62 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and it'll bring up third down. They go play action now. Jackson. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads?
1 more hour. 1 more hour, though. 1 more hour.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
I'm not ready for we have to leave him to take over.
What we got?
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it with the And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Jackson, off play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. Willie Snead all alone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Here's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Jackson, and this one's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done it. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. Off play action. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on second down. Jackson.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
That one covers 29 yards. First down. Jackson now off the bootleg. Flushed out right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the designed runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. To throw is Jackson. Off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So
I can move. I can move. I can move. Good job.
first and goal. Here's Jackson. Off play action. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open.
Oh shit, man. I'm ready to get up.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off play action. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Looked at me like they adopted my kindergarten teacher.
Stop playing around.
First you don't succeed, try
Stop playing around here.
Finally, able to hold him in check.
I'm gonna go deep.
Carving him up, running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he
There's nothing available there for him.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Gets through, and now an opening. And able to get this one. They'll go from the 47 now on first down. Working left side, Andrews with it complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their top.
I'm going to take a nap.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off. Manageable second and short.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, refusing to go down. And shedding his way forward. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll run here with Edwards. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Edwards. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their...
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. From the 21 and 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and
That's
put up the
one
amount of
that's
points
one
that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Burning. Yeah, yes. How do you I'm thirsty. Wow. Still went on. Still went on. I'm gonna take a month.
Start your week by installing your game plan. Okay. Have to be
Baby. How do you 100? Oh, 40. 10. What did I forget? Who did I forget? Who did I forget? I must have forgot someone. Who did I forget? So fucking tired now. Who did I forget? It's fun. I'll play after the season over. I can play defense still.
Gore! Back for more!
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Lorenzo Alexander make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. So a look here at the...
Big spike.
Inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. We were just talking about it pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And shutting him off. Now open field. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs. Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson fighting through pressure, eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. Fighting his way through contact. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing. That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too. And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain. A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go play action here on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play. Flushed out right. And he's got this down to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Frank Gore and company trotting back out there as they get set to go again on offense. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Allen. And the grab by Croft. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he's taken down. Slip across the 35. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs. But out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Matt Judon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. We remind you that coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football. Seems like we've seen the Seahawks quite a bit in prime time the last few weeks, and we get them again tonight as they head down to L.A. to take on the Rams. And then tomorrow night for Monday Night Football, it's Giants-Eagles from chilly Philadelphia. Throwing on first down is Allen. Complete to Jones. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing. Time speech to make an adjustment.
Doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Allen now looks to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that's caught by Beasley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Ravens have got it.
We have seen this before.
What hour is it?
We know coaches preach it.
What hour is it, baby? Are you... Can you not sleep at all?
They've got to put it away and secure it.
Can you not sleep at all, baby? It's too long. I can turn it on.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field, and he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
We're talking about going to bed. After I have to take a nap, so I'm going to bed like whenever. I'm going to bed whenever when this game's over. So I'm taking a nap. So why, baby? Why? Are you going to bed? Are you going to take a nap? I'm not going to just take a nap. I'm just taking a nap, baby. I'm just taking a nap. I'm not I might go sleep for a little bit, but I'm going to back up.
Pole position number 1, but nothing set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division. Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things.
Why?
But winning the division is paramount. You're right. They've got to step up the gas here.
Now play fake here on 1st down.
Shit the fuck up. You fucking cut.
They need to stop to get back into this game. And here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go in the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
To bed. So, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Oh, baby. Baby. Baby.
Series to series, play to play.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 49 the mic, shut up. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, first out to his left.
Pin mirrors back, bitch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'm just kidding.
Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Or am I? Or am I? Or am I?
But didn't stop him from running
Okay,
anyway,
baby.
did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards.
Or am I? Or am I? Or am I? Oh.
Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
I'm looking at that again,
ends up
baby.
being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know
Are
when the
you
clock
gonna
is
sit?
going off.
Are you gonna have
It's time to go.
me? Are you gonna
Tuck
have
it
me
and get all
on?
you
Or
can.
are you have me on all the time? Are you have me on while you
First and
sleep?
10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line.
You have me on while you sleep, baby?
Now Jackson escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Lorenzo
Baby.
Alexander has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh yeah, baby.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 17 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he?
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Oh, no. Good night.
You're able to connect on the extra point. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
I'm gonna get off here.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Loss
of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Big stop, let's go.
On play action, Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal. Line. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
Why was he over there? Why was he over there? Oh my god, why were you over there, you fucking psycho? You fucking psycho.
Training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore.
I'm getting tired
of
anyways.
daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. The rush defense down on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Will you take me and get up so I know you're here?
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same
Baby,
thing. In this case,
please,
tight end,
please.
selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Here's Allen.
What, baby?
On 1st and 10, throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again.
I don't know. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't take me, man.
That throw good for only a couple.
Sometimes I have to take you, man. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes I have to take you before you take me.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running a route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise in throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
I'm going to take it for example to the game. But I'm not going to leave it. I'm not going to leave my game on. I'm not leaving my PS4 on.
This is going to depend on the spot, but it's
not leaving my PS4 on.
To be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down.
I'm not leaving my PS4 on.
Situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Good night, baby.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-yard line. 11-y
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get off, dude.
And 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
I said I love you. I said I love you. I love you. I said I love you too.
At that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time,
I'm not gonna wait through the whole 25 though. Cause I'm getting fucking tired, dude.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's
getting fucking tired, dude.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he's
My shit club was over.
Turning out the lights. The party was over.
Good night. Good night.
Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
I'm done whole point though.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed and, more importantly, perhaps that first-round bye.
But they have to clinch it, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the key, right? So, in a sense, the playoffs have started. They've got to go ahead and get this thing done. Otherwise, it's a different road, and you really don't want to be at the mercy of other teams and their results.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Incomplete. Cole Beasley the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And incomplete.
Fire.
2nd and 10.
12.
Throwing again.
So happy I have to take that.
And it's off the mark, incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. But now it's third down. The Bills on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw without it.
Good.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Yes.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all
We're
happens.
doing.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle
Come on,
hosting
you
Los
freaking.
Angeles.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season. The Rams
shoot,
turned
man.
around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Yeah.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
Right, push right, yeah, baby, it's like, and then, yeah, right,
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
yeah,
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Jackson to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Alexander racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
oh my God.
And down he goes again. Lorenzo Alexander, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. And tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Operating operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Wormley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Tucker now for the extra.
Let's go on. Get it, boy. Get it, boy. Get it, boy. Go, boy. Go, boy. Errol. What's up, play? Boy. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And an alley to run. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. On a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson escaping the pressure. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now Jackson towards the end zone and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very efficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Play action. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continually